Local youth-oriented charities are benefiting from the first Fight for Youth boxing event held at the Meridian Center back in May. The $170,000 raised will help fight youth poverty, homelessness, and other issues right here in the Niagara region.
It was a very small idea that became an enormous endeavor on behalf of the team and myself. The feeling was just gratitude. I was very thankful that my special guest showed up as well. I'd like to obviously give special thanks to him and his wife Kiki and Mike Tyson for being part of such an incredible evening and being able to bring it to Niagara.
How did it feel handing out all those checks today?
Again, words can't describe it. I mean, it's usually the other way around of me having to justify why we are doing a certain amount of work within the community, especially with large developments like the one we're doing now. But this was simple. It was easy. It was a lot of hard work put into one evening that hopefully brings a lot of joy to a lot of youth.
Canadian boxing legend Spider Jones started Fight for Youth in Toronto in 2012. It was begun as a way to fund his own Believe to Achieve charity for at-risk youth.
What we wanted to do was reach young people before the streets did, especially up in the North Toronto area where there was a lot of gang violence and a lot of young youth at risk. So we had to find ways to raise funds to keep our programs going to empower these young people. And one of them was Fight for Youth. So what we did was we decided we'd put on a black tie affair and invite Bay Street down. And we got very fortunate because we had a publicist that helped us promote it, and we got a lot of the very successful Bay Street lawyers and financiers and people of that cloth to come out and support us. And that's how we became connected with Robert and Chiara J-Megna.
9 checks were distributed at today's press conference. Raft received the largest amount, $45,000.
I have to check, but I think that might be the single largest donation we've ever received from a public source.
This $45,000, how will Raft use it?
So we do a number of programs. We're working in the community, so we're really prevention is now our key focus. So, and because it's prevention, we work with a greater number of kids than we did when we were just working in the emergency shelter. So this money will go a long way in helping us be able to reach into schools and work with students so they can still be students and not become homeless.
You there the night of the event, experiencing it? How did you feel?
Yeah, it was great. We had actually kids from the program were able to come out, and they carried around the round numbers and walked the fighters up to the ring. So it was great to have the kids involved in it. And the event itself was spectacular. A bunch of the staff and some of our board members were able to come out and experience it. So it was a real community event.
Sarah, you're a bowler, and this boxing event raised money to help you out. Kind of an odd pairing, bowling and boxing, don't you think?
A little bit. I met Robert and Chiara through Parkway Lanes. The owners there helped me so much, and it just expanded to Bayshore, where I was able to get even more help towards travel, registration, and just make me be able to follow my passions.
Describe your recent competition, the results, and what this whole competition is all about.
Yeah, I was recently in Fort Lauderdale, Florida at the Tournament of Americas, where North, South, and Central Americas competed. They all had teams. I competed with Team Canada, and I ended up with a gold medal in the under-20 girls division singles, and I finished with a silver in doubles, mixed doubles, teams all event, and singles all events.
With the huge success for this year's event, plans are already underway for Fight for Youth 2018.
What they've accomplished this year, I was just elated with. I didn't think we'd reach that target. I would love to double that next year if we could. I want to see the crowd larger. I want to see the promotions. We've got a lot of corporate guys that are stepping up. I want to expand our donation base. And of course, work with the ones that have stuck with us through this first go-around. And we're hoping, the plan is to make it an annual thing and bigger and better. I'd love to see Canada and Russia. I'd love to see Canada-Cuba, Canada-Mexico. We need to get something that's very broad and very powerful. Canada and Russia would be a phenomenal event. And guys like Billy Irwin and his team, they could pull that off.
Fight for Youth returns to the Meridian Center in St. Catharines April 21st, 2018. Reporting for The Source in St. Catharines, I'm Mike Balsom.